Let's show you how to install, charge, and set up our Smart Hummingbird Feeder. These feeders can be found on Amazon, other online stores, and select retail stores as well. Find the base here, and you can see on the bottom the instructions to lock in the tank. Put it in and then twist it clockwise to lock it. Then we have the seal at the top, which is the main seal between the lid and the tank. Once it's full of nectar, you can install the seal by making sure it's aligned and flush. Once the seal is installed, you can then install the lid. The lid is going to turn on clockwise as well. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Once that's on, you can find the S-hook and make sure that S-hook is pointed so that the opening is faced up. You can fill that little thing in the middle of the S-hook with water, and that acts as an ant moat, keeping ants off of the feeder. If you turn it around and press the tab on the back, you can easily slide out the camera. What that allows you to do is pop off the cap on the top where your SD port, your on button, and an alternative reset button and charger are. You can also pull off the panel on the back for really easy, convenient charging. Once you're fully charged on and set up, you can just slip it back into the unit, making sure it clicks, and test it again to pull out so that it makes sure it's sealed correctly. From there, we can install the perch. You want to make sure the longer side is downwards so it fits properly, and slide it into the tab. If your flowers are already on, you can bend them backwards gently out of the way and slide it in no problem. If your flowers are off, it makes it easier. The next step is installing the flowers. Take the rubber nipple and get the wide end through the back. You can squeeze it and then twist it, and eventually it will slip through and seat in there no problem. Once you've done that, pull it back so that it's seated fully in there, and use your finger to push it while pushing it into the unit. This part's tricky, but if you make sure you keep it pushed and spin at the same time, you'll get it in no problem. And the more you practice this, the easier it will become. Once we get the first one in here, we'll fast forward through the rest of them so that you don't have to watch this process over and over again. Once it's in, spin it to make sure it's fully seated and locked, and give it a little pull out just to make sure that it doesn't come out. We'll quickly install the rest of these and then move on to the next step. The unit does have an extra perch in case you're wondering. You only use that in case the first one breaks or needs to be cleaned. Once we have those in there, I'm going to demonstrate here how to clean the ports with the nectar port brush that comes with the feeder. Cleanliness with hummingbird feeders is super crucial. Next, I'll show you how to install the USB cord into the back of the unit. You can plug it into the unit and then plug it into the wall, and this charges it. If you ever need to reset the device, it does come with a pin in the box. Grab the pin and remove the camera from the assembly. Then lift the tab on the top of the camera off and look for the little pinhole on the top side and insert the pin here. This will reboot the machine, or in my case, put it into pairing mode. I'm going to hold and turn the device off here. Once you're done with that, you can reinstall it back into the device and you're set. That's pretty much all there is to the unit. Once it's filled and set up, you can hang it and you're all ready to feed the hummingbirds and watch them whether you're at home or at work. Enjoy.